Walk into any casino and you'll see it right away. Flashing lights, ringing bells, and crowds gathered around the brightest machines. They look exciting. They look modern. They promise life-changing jackpots on a single spin. But what most players never realize is this. Some of these machines are quietly draining wallets faster than any table, any wheel, or any dice roll on the floor. Behind the scenes, ex-dealers, attendants, and slot techs whisper about them. Machines designed not to pay you, but to keep you chasing. Today, we're revealing 7 real slot machines that insiders avoid, and the hidden mechanics that bleed your bankroll dry. Because the truth is simple. If you sit down at the wrong game, no strategy can save you. The question is, do you know which ones you're up against? Stick around, because the final machine on this list is one even seasoned gamblers fall for and never walk away from. Casinos are built on psychology. They don't need to cheat. They don't need to rig anything. They just need you to sit down, spin, and slowly forget how long you've been there. As an ex-casino employee, I watched thousands of players make the same mistake. They judged machines by lights, sound, theme, or brand recognition, not by math. And math, not luck, decides your fate. Some machines are labeled high-volatility, meaning giant jackpots, but brutal dry streaks. Others are progressive, constantly flashing massive totals to lure you in. And then there are branded slots, flashy licenses that funnel your money into copyright fees instead of payback percentages. Casinos know what makes our brains fire dopamine. They know what keeps us chasing. They design games around our psychology, not our odds. And these 7 machines, they're the worst offenders. Let's begin. But first, ask yourself one question. How much would you pay for the illusion of winning? A legendary machine built around psychological hooks, brutal volatility, and microscopic jackpot odds. Walk through any casino and you'll hear it right away. That iconic "Wheel of Fortune" chant blaring above the crowd. People love this machine because it screams possibility. One spin, one wheel, one life-changing jackpot. But insiders know something players don't. This machine has some of the lowest hit frequencies on the floor. Why? Because the jackpot is progressive. Every player on every linked machine contributes to that giant number. Awesome for the casino, brutal for you. Technicians whisper about this one. Long dry spells, highly volatile reels, and low return to player percentages. The wheel itself? That's the trap. It triggers rarely, and most of the time it lands on the lowest wedges. Players don't remember the $20 wins. They remember the dream. Visual illusion meets memory bias. Even worse, the base game, the spins without the wheel, offers almost no sustain. It's designed to push you toward the feature, quietly, slowly, expensively. I watched players burn hundreds waiting for that wheel. Some left happy after one big spin. Most never did. And here's the worst part. When a jackpot is hit anywhere on the network, every machine resets. Suddenly, the odds shift from maybe to statistically improbable for weeks. Still feel like spinning? If you think Wheel of Fortune is bad, the next machine bleeds players even faster. Popular, loud, addictive, but volatile and bonus dependent. Buffalo Gold Revolution is a crowd magnet. Loud screen, explosive animations, a screaming buffalo stampede that shakes the cabinet. It looks fun. It feels alive. But behind that excitement lies a problem. Over-reliance on bonuses. The base spins? Weak. Almost no meaningful hits. That means your bankroll drains steadily while you chase the bonus runs you've seen people shout over. Internally, techs call these machines bonus traps. Sure, once in a blue moon, you'll re-trigger endlessly and collect huge gold head conversions. But most of the time, you get teased. 2 buffalo heads, dead spin. Almost re-trigger, dead spin. Coins everywhere. Nothing. The psychological hook is brilliant. Almost re-trigger, almost gold, almost stamped. Near misses trigger the exact same area of the brain as wins. I've watched players yell at the screen, convinced they're close. But math doesn't care. The game is coded to produce droughts between big bonus runs. And here's the worst quiet warning nobody hears. After a big jackpot, these machines can go ice cold for days. Even regulars know Buffalo Gold is not sustainable. But if you think big bonuses are bad, wait until we talk about licensed slots. Licensed machines funnel money into fees, not player return. Hollywood themes look incredible. Slick animations, TV clips, famous characters. But here's the secret that insiders laugh about. Those licensing fees, they come out of your payback percentage. Every time you spin, AMC gets a cut, Warner Brothers gets a cut, NBC Universal gets a cut. By law, the casino can't lower the house edge, but the manufacturer can adjust the volatility. And guess where they shave percentages? Your return. Licensed slots are essentially advertising billboards with reels. Players don't see that. They see nostalgia, familiar faces, emotional attachment. Machines like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, Jurassic Park, James Bond, Willy Wonka. All flashy, all expensive to build, all draining RTP to pay studios. Ever wonder why the bonuses show tons of animation before awarding a tiny payout? It's not delay, it's distraction. These games rely on sensory overload, roaring dinosaurs, zombie swarms, dramatic cutscenes. By the time you realize you haven't won much, you've already spun again. Licensed slots are dopamine factories, not moneymakers. But if movie machines drain your wallet slowly, the next machine empties it instantly. Globally famous machines with enormous variance and deceptive hold and spin pacing. Ask any casino employee what machines draw the biggest crowds. Dragon Link and Lightning Link. They're everywhere, they're popular, and they're dangerously volatile. The hold and spin feature is iconic. Balls lock, more drop, hearts race. Players forget something critical. You must max bet to qualify for the giant jackpots. Sit and play minimum, you're not even eligible for the progressives. That's intentional psychology. Players start at minimum, then curiosity whispers, what if I bet more? Just this once. Suddenly, $1.50 becomes $5. $5 becomes $10. $10 becomes $25. These machines know how to escalate you. And because the base game is awful, you chase features again and again. The worst part? The bonus frequency doesn't scale with your bet. Bet more, you simply lose faster until you hit lightning. And sometimes lightning never strikes. Insiders call these bankroll evaporators. They bleed players fast. They look friendly, but their volatility is brutal. The next machine on this list is notorious among techs because it targets your memory itself. Classic, simple slot with deceptively high variance and false consistency cues. Triple Double Diamond is old school. 3 reels, simple bars, no flashy animations. Many believe it's fair because it looks honest. That assumption is deadly. This machine is built on high variance, low hit frequency, and memory bias traps. Players swear they were close because 2 diamonds showed up, but the third symbol's probability is microscopic. The illusory mismatch is baked into the reel strips. This game runs on a psychological principle called illusory correlation. Your brain remembers, almost hit, almost match, almost jackpot. But you forget the dozens of dead spins between. It feels due, it feels warm, but simple doesn't mean safe. Dealers call this the quiet killer because it doesn't flash, it doesn't distract, it just drains. You don't realize how much you've lost until you stand up. Even worse, the jackpot odds are staggeringly low. The machine's charm keeps players believing. That belief is expensive. Ready for the machine with the highest player meltdown rate? Massive global progressive with astronomically low jackpot odds. Mega Moolah is legendary in online casinos. Players talk about millionaire payouts, newspapers write stories, it's glamorous. But the math behind it? Nightmarish. Mega Moolah is linked across countries, casinos, online networks. That jackpot pool grows huge because millions contribute to it. Your contribution? A drop in the ocean. The RTP is shockingly low compared to land-based slots. The jackpot odds? Some technicians liken them to lottery adjacent. Every spin funds the dream pays rarely. Meanwhile, you chase. This machine hides vicious volatility behind cute animal graphics and drum beats. Worst of all, players convince themselves it's due when the jackpot ticker looks high. But jackpot bonuses don't work like that. They're not due. They're random. Random numbers don't care about emotion. By the time you learn that, your bankroll is gone. But the final machine on this list doesn't just drain money, it breaks discipline. Low denomination illusion leading to high multi-line costs and rapid bleed. Penny slots look harmless, cheap, friendly, budget-friendly. Players think 1 penny per spin, no big deal. But that's the trap. Almost every penny game forces 20 lines, 40 lines, 50 lines, 75 lines. Multiply those. 50 lines times 2 credits times 5 levels. Suddenly, your penny slot costs $5 per spin. How do you get here? Because multi-line betting is hidden behind cheerful design. Players feel safe, the casino smiles.
Dealers call penny slots the grinder. Slow, steady, quiet loss. You don't feel pain per spin, but over 300 spins, 500 spins, 800 spins, your wallet evaporates. And because wins are tiny, you never feel up. You just feel busy. Busy is profitable for the house. Here's the truth most players hate hearing. The machine you play is less important than how you play it. Even safe games can ruin you if you chase losses, raise bets emotionally, or refuse to walk away. And even brutal games can pay if you hit once, leave immediately, and protect profit. Slots are random number generators, but players aren't random. We're emotional, predictable, vulnerable. Casinos don't need to cheat us. We cheat ourselves. As an ex-dealer, I've seen it hundreds of times. A player sits, spins, loses. They whisper, "It'll turn around." But randomness isn't streak-based. There's no memory, no pattern. Loss chasing is pure dopamine withdrawal. Anticipation rises, arousal spikes, and logic drops. The brain hates losing more than it loves winning. That's called loss aversion. We chase because the pain of losing feels worse than the joy of walking away with nothing. That's why these 7 machines are deadly. They trigger hope. They show near misses. They charge hidden costs. They stretch emotions. When you're emotional, the casino already won. Want to gamble? Fine, but gamble smart. Set win goals, set loss limits, cash out when ahead, never chase features, and never assume due status. Machines don't warm up, they don't cool down, they don't care. You are not playing against logic, you're playing against your own biology. That's why ex-dealers avoid progressives, licensed slots, and penny traps. They know the house edge lives inside your head. Slots are entertainment, lights, sounds, excitement. But if you forget that, even for a moment, they become something darker. Every gambler believes they'll be the exception, but mathematics doesn't make exceptions. So if you walk into a casino, remember, avoid the 7 traps, protect your bankroll, guard your emotions, and walk away early. Because smart gamblers aren't lucky, they're disciplined. Which of these machines have you seen drain wallets? Drop your answer in the comments. Your experience might save someone else's next paycheck. And if this opened your eyes, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. This content is educational only. If gambling stops being fun, seek help. Your life matters more than a spin. Stay sharp out there.